Gentleman, John Smoltz is back on the program. How are you, John? Good to see you.
I'm doing great. Just tell me Myles Garrett's going to the Lions and everything else is.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Then Christmas arrives on June 1st, does it not, John? You know what I mean?
You're not kidding. And I want to get something out of the way before we talk about American Century Championship, because I don't think I've had a chance to congratulate you.
On.
Congratulations on the University of Michigan winning the National Basketball Championship. And I will tell you this, I will confess. Mm-hmm. Normally, I present my bracket in a celebrity challenge every year. This year, I confess I did not submit it. The reason being is I had Michigan winning it all, and you know what? You know what that does for me. So
I do know that you're a highly classed individual, and I appreciate you taking the time because you know I was going to bring it up. But listen, you also know, being a Sparty and a Michigan State fan with Izzo, what it takes and how good the Spartans were this past year, and how good we were, against you. You could just see and how deep the Big Ten was. Have you met Dusty May? Have you ever come across him?
I haven't.
You'll love him.
Seems like an unbelievable coach. In game 4, all I had to see was 4 games. I said they're going to win a national championship. Now, they were talented. They played the right way. He's a great coach. Big Ten, finally, we talk about somebody winning the tournament from the Big Ten, because it was the deepest league. But yeah, congrats. Got to be very proud.
I appreciate that. Are you in a clubhouse somewhere? It does look like you're somewhere getting ready to tee it up.
I'm at home, right outside my pool. Yeah.
Okay.
Got a little chipping area that I'll probably go to right after this to work on the short game.
All right. How are we feeling?
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Actually feeling great. The game's in a really good spot. It's just a matter of making putts. You know how that goes. You got to make putts.
Yep.
And those are the 2 things that keep me from winning the American Century Championship and going to the next level in golf. So this Wednesday, I'll try to do something that I did about 6-7 years ago. And, I'm excited about it.
And you're in my favorite town in the United States, right? Trying to do this, correct? Right?
Well,
I'm very popular. We're about to try and
Jupiter, Florida?
No, for the U.S. Senior Open, if you get there.
Oh, yes. You are popular in Ohio. Is that right?
Yeah, Columbus, Ohio, in particular.
That's correct.
Yeah, say hi to everybody there for me if you make it, and I'm sure you will. So, and so your game is you're psyched. Because I know you like to get dialed in, certainly for the American Century Championship, but this would be a great way to get ready for that, I'd imagine, for sure.
There's no doubt. It'd be the weekend before. It would be absolutely perfect timing. And then I would get ready for it.
Okay, very good. And so, you're at the Bears Club in Jupiter, Florida this week. And then you make the field, and here we go in Columbus, Ohio. Is it called the Scioto Country Club? Did I get that right?
Scioto. Yeah, Scioto. Where Jack Nicklaus grew up.
Well, it's Columbus, Ohio. This makes sense.
Yep.
It all tracks. Before we return to the American Century Championship, I'd love to ask you what you think of this particular race in the National League for Cy Young right now, John.
Yeah.
It's off the charts. I don't know how you could choose right now.
Well, you're right. It's fantastic, and some guys are on some unbelievable streaks. The National League has really the balance of the teams that are going to be really good this year and are good. But, Paul Skeens always going to be a front runner, dynamic pitcher out of the Pittsburgh Pirates. But you got this guy by the name of Otani that I've been saying for years, his greatest asset is his arm, and everyone thought I was crazy. And now they don't think I'm as crazy because he's the greatest generational pitcher to ever and hitter to play in our sport. He's dynamic. He's got a chance to win the Cy Young. His mind is motivated on it. Sanchez, what he's doing in Philadelphia is ridiculous. But I think for Shohei Ohtani, he wants to prove to the world why he's not just considered a great hitter, that his attributes on the mound will be his greatest asset come playoff time, because he's tough to hit. And the only thing that keeps him from maybe being in the conversation at the end, his team is so good that they may rest him. He may not get as much of the statistical categories that some of the others will get, but man, do I love watching him pitch.
Yeah, you mentioned Chris Sanchez, who is actually, for the first time, and I can remember, in hailing distance of Oral Hershiser's record for most consecutive scoreless innings. He's got 44 2/3 right now. And then you didn't even mention Mizorowski of Milwaukee, who has been just lights out, and he's touching 100 half of his pitches in a game, John. You know,
He's a freak. I hope he doesn't fall victim to every narrative that we talk about, and that is, when is he going to get his Tommy John? You know, I've been banging that drum for a long time. I hope the young man stays healthy. He has a unique way that he throws the baseball. I wouldn't say it's prototypically perfect, but he's got genetics that allow him to throw a baseball well beyond what's normal. You know, for Milwaukee and how they go about their business, tremendous organization with less resources. And I think he's a byproduct of that. So, you know, my fingers are crossed. No one's escaped it yet. And Paul Skeens might be the only one that we're talking about. You know, Scooble had to go get his little elbow surgery, but you know, it's a narrative I'm tired of talking about. And I want to see these guys pitch well beyond what they're capable of, because that's the fun part about being in the professional sports, man. Dominating as long as you can and wearing the uniform as long as you can.
So let's return to Ohtani for a bit here, John, because you mentioned the mental aspect, like mentally, he wants this, which is, by the way, could you imagine his streak of 3 MVP seasons in a row, 1 American, 2 national, gets broken up because he wins the Cy Young instead? I mean, it's stupid. You can't even make it up. But all of us watching it feel you just gotta, you know, roll the baseball out and he'll do it. But
Yeah,
the
well,
mental aspect of it, what does he need to do? Like, what is he doing that you think others, other than the physical attributes?
Well, first of all, he wants it. He speaks it into existence. He wrote everything down when he was a young man in Japan. He's going to absolutely live out his destiny of what he wants to do. And I think he's mentally tough and athletic beyond belief. So, look, there is going to be some regression when you're really, really good at both. You're going to have one of them suffer a little bit. And I will say that if he wins the Cy Young, he's going to win the MVP as well. I mean, it's basically his trophy to lose, fair or not. It's just a discussion in a world that we've never seen anything like it. When he goes into a slump offensively, he can't afford to go into a slump on the mental end in pitching. So he's constantly on guard for doing something that nobody has been able to do just by by itself. So when he had nothing to do but concentrate on hitting, he stole 50, hit 50 home runs. Now that he's pitching, his stolen bases are going to go down, his offense is going to go down, but you're seeing the byproduct of his pitching. So there's this complicated metrics of when to give him a day off, when should he hit, did he hit when he pitches, and he's going to impact the game in so many different ways. I truly believe that if he wasn't a pitcher, he'd want to be one of the greatest outfielders to ever play the game. But because he's going to be the DH and the pitcher, I basically am saying he could do whatever he wants. And when he sets his mind to it, he's on a mission to just totally focus on that aspect. That's why his offense is a little bit down. You can understand that. He's got to go to hitters meetings. He's got to take BP. He's got to go to the mound. He's got to throw BP. He's got to watch video. He's got a million things in his head that he's looking forward to when he gets ready for his next start. So those are the things people don't understand. What he's managing and what he's doing is truly amazing.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to unpack a little bit here, is that because you can't just go out there and go, you know, my split's great. This pitch is great. I'm feeling this pitch is my pitch tonight in my arsenal. You got to know the guy at the plate. You got to know what his weakness is and what his strengths are every single time that you're out there, as well as the guy that's trying to get you out when you grab a bat. How the hell does he do it?
You know, us pitchers, us mortals, when we used to hit, we didn't really concern that much with the guy on the mound. We were worried about getting outs, and if we bunted every once in a while and got a hit or hit a homer, that would be a bonus. He's doing this on a nightly basis. So, again, taking care of your body, eating right, getting the rest you need. You need different rest for hitting than you do for pitching. I would argue that his sleep study and sleep schedule is different for pitching than it is for hitting. And I give you an example for me, because I was a clown and you know, I was loose cannon. I didn't care much about what go on in between. I didn't need sleep for 4 days, but the day that I pitched, I slept in till about noon or 1 o'clock every day that I pitched. So that's what I needed. Imagine what he needs at a high level and the level that he's playing. That's, to me, that's what separates him as the greatest player ever.
Hall of Famer John Smoltz here on the Rich Eisen Show. Who's the American League team you should be circling? Obviously, the Rays are playing terrific baseball, and the Yankees trying to keep up with them when their pitching is healthy or their bullpen isn't imploding. What do you make of the American League right now, John?
The American League is wide open. The Yankees are the prohibited favorites because their starting staff can just dominate. I think their offense has to find a way to cut down strikeouts, and when they do, they're going to be tough to beat. this upstaging, surprising Chicago White Sox. That's a great story, finally.
Right.
But I think it's anybody's game in the American League, depending on the moves they make. I don't think Toronto's going to be in the position they are right now. They're going to get healthy. They're going to return to the form they did last year. Seattle's getting dangerous. They're starting to get hot. So it's going to be some of the same names, same teams that you saw last year in the postseason that I think are going to be there. But I think the Yankees have made the best improvements in their rotation. They get Garrett Cole back. They'll eventually get Max Fried back. They've got the ability to shut down the opposing team. The one thing that hurts the Yankees every year, every postseason, is can they make enough contact? And now they can at least make up for the lack of contact in areas with their pitching staff because they can win a close game.
What do you think of Cam Schlittler, John, who's going to have a 2-start week? He's taken on the Guardians, who constantly give the Yankees trouble on Tuesday night, and then he's got the Boston Red Sox to wrap up that series on the weekend. What do you think of this kid?
This kid has got ice water. He's got tremendous life to his pitching. What he did last year was short of miraculous, being so young. He's fearless. And then once you click in as mentally as a pitcher and you go, I've arrived, which he may be there right now, you start thinking that this is no longer, a once in a while thing. This is every 5 days. So understanding what it takes to make it through a season is going to be key. Knowing when to push your body, when to take a break, when to get off the gas. I don't think pitchers can max effort the way they've been able to do this in a full season and get to the end of the year healthy. That's the difference. And whether they space them out or take some time, who knows? But I think the only concern I have is if you're full tilt every single time, what do you have left at the end of the season? And it's a long year. So that's something that the young players have to learn how to manage. And what they're being asked to do is not in the resume or it's not in the reward system. They want them to dominate every single time out. And I think that's a tough ask.
I'll see you out there, 1 a.m? I'll be out there. I'll take a shift.
Yeah, check on me. Check on me.
I'll take a shift. I got you. You be well, John. Thanks for the time.
All right.
Okay,
that's
John Smoltz, Baseball Hall of Famer, going to be part again of the American Century.